Everybody, Reggie the Fro Report. We're in Kokomo, Indiana. We got Jackson from Head PE. Man, thanks for taking time to talk to me tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotta get the handshake.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Excited to be here. You're on tour with Power Man 5000, the headlining tour.
Yes, sir.
Finally, after all these years, the two bands are finally co-headlining and on the road together.
Yeah, man. It's a great. I think it's a great team, man. It's working out real well. And we're out here, of course, with Sunflower Day.
Yes.
And all really cool dudes. Gotten to know everybody very well, and yeah, man. We're having a good time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times co-headliners, sometimes one band will headline one night, other nights the other band will. How are you guys doing how we're working the co-headline this time around?
It seems like it's kind of up to the promoters at the moment. I think there's maybe a handful of ones that we might be headlining, but for the most part, it seems like it's Power Man, and yeah. So we're rolling with the punches.
Awesome.
You know?
These days, with the way record sales and touring has kind of changed a little bit, do you feel like it's more important now to kind of put together a co-headlining tour instead of doing a tour with one headlining band, a bunch of support, maybe put two big name bands together,
right.
Go out there, kick some ass, give the fans more bang for their buck? Do you feel like that's more important now than ever?
Well, it certainly has worked out. I mean, we've done a pretty decent number of those types of tours where the collection of bands as a package kind of takes on its own sort of life of itself. We've done the head-to-head tours.
Yes.
We've done the Strange Noise tours in the past and stuff, where it was a whole bunch of groups getting together and just delivering a great product, and giving the fans more for their money. So doing something like this with Power Man would be nice if it could actually turn into something like that.
Nice.
We've only been playing a few shows together so far. Man, they've been great. We would like to see this kind of turn into something, more. And so I do think those types of tours are definitely the way to go. I think fans appreciate it, and just being on those types of tours has really proven to us that it really is the way to go. We can go and headline and do our own thing for sure, but it's nothing like when you have another one or two bands that provide a great deal to the show to really add that element to it. And, this tour is definitely no exception. So.
Awesome.
It's really great to be on something like this.
Out promoting Evolution, the new record. It's been 4 years since you guys released a full-length studio.
Just about, yeah. Yeah, it's the longest the band's been. The band's gone without putting out a record. So, and there's a lot of reasons for that for sure. But we're really glad to finally have it out for this time.
Looking back on this record, what really stands out about Evolution? And what does it really say about where the band is at this point in time? Evolution, obviously a very thematic and message-packed title right there, but what does the record really say about the band?
It's really just kind of capturing us at a point where we are, musically, musically, personally, collectively, and individually. We've all just gone through a lot of stuff, in the past few years. The band has, we all have personally, and we were interested in trying some new styles or whatever on this record. And so just everything put together, I really couldn't think of a better name for the record, Evolution. So
awesome.
It really does kind of sum up a lot of the things that were going on in the past few years.
Taking so much time off in between records, what was it like sitting down to write and record a record after it had been so long?
It was refreshing, man, because I'm always writing music or whatever at home and writing demos and stuff like that. We actually had quite a bit of material to use, I think somewhere around 2011, 2012. We ended up having to shelve a lot of that as we kind of started realizing we wanted to go in a different direction. But it felt good once we kind of started talking about what we wanted to do musically. Once we started doing it and playing it and hearing what we were doing and just really loving it, that's when the real momentum started. And
nice.
From then on, it was real natural, because we all knew we wanted to go that direction. So it really worked out well. And, obviously, it was just a bummer that the fans had to wait that long.
Right.
We realized, like I said, it's the longest we've gone without putting out a record. So it's like, hopefully you stick with us,
Right.
But we weren't going to do it unless we could do it right.
Right.
So we knew that Head PE deserved that, and we knew that the fans deserved that.
Awesome.
So and we feel we did it right. You know, we have the label Pavement. They're
Exactly.
working with us now, and you know, so yeah, everything just kind of had to fall into place, and it did. So
Awesome. I was going to touch on that. This evolution kind of marks a new chapter for Head B. You've moved to Pavement now.
Yeah.
You're no longer with Subnoise, with Pavement. What was that transition like for you guys?
You know, it was honestly, I'm pretty far away from a lot of those decisions in terms of like the business and stuff. I really don't get too close to the business, but
That's a good thing.
I do know. Yeah, I do know from my experience though, working with Pavement, that it's been nothing but great. I mean, we know Tim King. He works the A&R department over there. He's the bass player for Soil. We've toured with Soil. He's a great dude. All those guys are just they're
Very
totally
down-to-earth
cool.
band.
Yeah, and everybody at that label that I've worked with is super cool, hardworking, and we just couldn't ask for a better team.
Awesome. You guys did The Gathering again this year,
Mhm.
which Head P and The Gathering kind of have really become very familiar with each other over the
Yeah.
last decade or so.
Yeah.
What was it like going back to The Gathering again this year? And I've never personally been there, but I know it's one of the biggest events of the year.
Yeah,
how was it?
It was great, man, because usually when we go out and we do it, we fly out and we just kind of borrow gear from people. This time was a lot different because we had our, we had our transportation, we had our gear, and we had more of a crew. So it went a lot. It was a lot less hectic, but it was still The Gathering. So
Right.
there's so many different unpredictable things that can happen there.
Right.
But we had a great time. You know, we went on at like, I want to say we went on at 4:30, 4:45, something like that. Some just crazy
Early
hours.
set time.
Oh man, it was insane, man. And but it was great though, because we got there. Tech Nine was playing. We got to catch
Nice.
a little bit of that set. And, get to see some old friends, you know, who we've toured with in the past, and yeah, it was an enjoyable experience. You know, it was a good way to end off the little run we had. Just had a little 2-week
Right.
going up into that. So yeah, you know, it was. It's always fun. It's always
Awesome.
Fun.
How'd the new location work out? Because they moved it this year.
Oh
to
right,
Ohio.
yeah. It actually worked out good for us because we were already going to end off the tour in Ohio. That's kind
Oh,
of like our
nice.
home base, so it worked out. It was about a 2.5 hour drive from Gallup.
That's not bad at all.
To go, so it wasn't bad at all. You know, it worked out really well. But the new place is great. You know, hopefully they're able to stick with this spot for a while. You know, I know it's moved around a little bit, and
Right.
you know, everything happens for a reason, for
Right.
sure. I only hope that you know, the organizers of the event were happy as well. You know. For us though, it really didn't make a big difference though. We still went up, we showed up, went up on stage and played a show, so
Awesome.
it really doesn't matter as much for us as the people have to work
Right.
out the logistics.
Exactly. So after the headliners done with Power Man, what are we looking at for the rest of the year? More touring? I know the record just released, about a week and a half, 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago now?
July 22nd, so we've just got past the second week. Yeah, we're looking at doing quite a bit of touring. We're looking at doing, we're actually going to be out here till, I've heard maybe the 12th of September, possibly.
Nice.
Power Man is not going to be with us for the whole
Right.
portion. They're going to be dropping off towards the end of August, and we'll be jumping on with Dope.
Nice.
And that'll be really cool. And
Awesome.
we'll continue on. And then I've heard there's talk of a just a really brief couple shows in the Philippines
Wow.
at the end of September. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
And then we have a big tour in UK and Europe going out with Soil and American Head Charge.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
So that's going to be
good.
big. I mean, we're already expecting some great things from that. So.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's looking good. And then hopefully come back here, maybe do some more U.S. dates.
Awesome.
Stuff's just still kind of in the works
Right.
right now, but we're hoping to just continue to work, you know, and spread the word, you know.
Awesome. Man, Jackson, thanks so much for taking time.
Thank you, brother.
Looking forward to finally seeing you guys, my first show tonight.
Right on, brother.
Looking forward to it, guys. Check out Evolution out right now via Pavement Records, Head BE. Get out and check them out on the road. Support the music.